When was the last time you felt truly free? Like you weren't worried about what anyone thought of you. You weren't editing yourself. You weren't calculating every little thing you said. You were just you. For some people, they can't even remember. And that's crazy, because if you think about it, how are you supposed to live your life if you're not even living as yourself? That's not living. That's performing. That's like being an actor in a play you didn't even audition for. And here's the truth. The truth nobody tells you. If you don't learn to be yourself, you'll spend your entire life playing roles that were never meant for you. You ever notice how exhausting it is just pretending? Like even in small ways. Laughing at jokes you don't think are funny. Dressing in clothes you don't even like because you don't want to stand out. Saying yes when every part of you is screaming no. It's subtle, but it builds. And over time, you start losing track of yourself. We live in this world that's obsessed with presentation. Everyone's branding themselves, curating every detail. We often focus on materialistic values that push us away from our authentic self. We conform to these modern norms and patterns that suppress our inner self, masking who we truly are. And the wild part? Even if you succeed that way, even if people cheer for you, it won't hit. It won't land. Because deep down you know that's not you they're clapping for. Being yourself, really being yourself, is terrifying. I won't sugarcoat it. Because being yourself means you can't hide. It means you open yourself up to rejection, to judgment, to people deciding they don't like you. And that's scary. But you know what's scarier? Living a whole life where you don't like you. Think about it. If you spend years pretending, years twisting yourself just to fit, who are you even living for? Because it's not you. And every day you're slowly abandoning yourself for scraps of acceptance. I've done it. I've worn masks. I've silenced myself. I've shrunk who I was to avoid conflict, just to keep people around. And it worked. People stayed. But the cost? My peace. Every night I felt like I betrayed myself. And then, the moment I stopped, everything shifted. When you finally let go of the mask, you realize something huge. The people who are meant for you don't need you to be anyone else. They don't need the act. They just need you. And the ones who walk away, they were never meant to stay anyway. Being yourself is like a filter, but not the Instagram kind. It's the real kind. It filters out the noise. It clears the space. It brings the right people, the right opportunities, the right moments into your life. Because finally, they're finding you, not your act. And here's the part nobody tells you. Being yourself is actually easier. It takes less energy. You don't have to keep track of lies. You don't have to remember who you pretended to be. You just wake up and live. That's freedom. Not just freedom like, I can wear what I want. No. Freedom in your soul. The kind of freedom where you can breathe deep because you know you're not betraying yourself anymore. But I'm not going to pretend it's easy. Being yourself is a choice. Because every day you're tempted to compare. Every day you'll hear those voices. You're too much. You're not enough. And every day you'll have to stand up and say, this is me and that's enough. And here's the catch. That's when success, real success, finds you. Not just money or recognition. I'm talking about the success of peace. The success of looking in the mirror and actually being proud of the person staring back. The success of knowing that even if today collapses, you didn't abandon yourself in the process. That's also when the other kind of success shows up too. Because authenticity is magnetic. People crave it. In a world full of filters and fakes, realness cuts through like light. You might think you're too different, too weird, too out there, but somebody out there is waiting for exactly that, and they'll never find it if you're too busy hiding. So I'll ask you again, at what cost are you abandoning yourself? Because the truth is, the world doesn't need another copy. It doesn't need another person squeezing into a mold. It needs you, the unpolished, unfiltered, raw, real you. And yeah, that version won't please everybody, but it doesn't have to. It just has to be true. So be yourself. Not because it's easy, not because it guarantees everyone will love you, but because the alternative is slowly fading away. And I don't think you were put here to fade. You were put here to exist, fully, loudly, as you. And maybe the scariest part is also the most freeing. That the moment you finally decide to be yourself, life doesn't get heavier, it gets lighter.